My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our sweet Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram to all. Today I will share some more stories about my college day. Swami used to come, as I told you before, very often to the college in the first year, 1971, when the college was opened. One day Swami had come and he was staying there for a day or two. That day morning after breakfast, Swami got into his car and went to visit some devotees in Anandapur town. We girls were all assigned different duties, and my friend Geeta and I were given the duty that day to take up lunch to Swami and serve him the lunch. So we had the lunch ready and we were waiting for Swami outside his door. Swami took a long time to come back. We had not had our lunch and we were still waiting there. Swami came back at about 2 in the afternoon, and when he saw us, he said, Ayo, Papam, poor thing, you girls haven't had your food. Then we said, No, Swami. Then Swami said, Swami already had his lunch, so you take this lunch and go and enjoy it. So that day we had the most delicious food, prepared for Swami, and we shared it with the girls in the hostel, and we enjoyed it. That day before he was leaving, he told us, Swami will come next Sunday. So you girls do one thing, you make pits near the driveway and Swami will bring some mango saplings which you all can plant. The whole college campus after the construction was full of brick and rubble and mortar, all scattered all over the place. And it was normally our social service on Sunday mornings after breakfast to go and clear the grounds. So, as Swami had told us, we got the pits dug about 10 feet distant from each other, and this was near the driveway, and we waited for Swami to come. As promised, Swami came Sunday morning. He opened his car, and the driver brought out all the saplings. And Swami gave each of us one small sapling, and he said, You plant this now. When he came up to me, he gave me a sapling and he asked, What name will you put for it? So I said, Swami, I will name it Upasana. Swami said, good, good. And then he said, See, these are small saplings. It will take 10-15 years for it to grow. You girls won't be able to enjoy the fruits now. But in the years to come, you will come here with your children. And at that time, you can eat these mango fruits. We were all 15, 16 years old. It was impossible for us to imagine in the years to come that this would happen. But these were Swami's words, and it is true that most of us, we grew up, finished our education, got married, and in the years to come, we brought our children to study in Swami's school and institutions. My son was also very blessed to study in the primary school from the age of 5. And just before Swami left, he turned to me and told the principal to send me to Puttaparthi the coming weekend. So since I had permission, I came to Parthi for the weekend. In those days, this East, West and South Prashantis were not built. There were just a small row of tiny houses where the South Prashanti is now, and in front of the mandir, where some of the old devotees were given these tiny rooms to live in. So when I came, I was allotted a tiny room and I was staying there. The first day Swami came up to me and he said, he sent a telegram to your father, ask them to come. This was in the month of November. So I sent the telegram, and every day during morning darshan, Swami would ask, have your parents come? And I would say, no, Swami. Finally, on the third day, I asked Swami, when are they coming? And he smiled and he said, today. And then he looked at me and he said, go. So I didn't understand, because normally girls are not called alone. Normally they are called only with their parents or with their family members. Then the lady sitting next to me said, Swami is calling you, go. So I went up to the veranda and some more people were called, and my friend Beena and her mother, the lady I told about the Pad Namaskar Karo incident, they were also called that day. So when we went inside the interview room, Swami called all three of us behind the curtain, and Swami was speaking to me. And then he turned to me and he said, I know about your friend. Do not be afraid. I will speak to your parents when they come here. Actually, Swami was talking about somebody I knew. He was my brother's friend, and we had decided to get married when I finished my education. But I had not told my parents anything about it. And Swami said, don't worry. When they come, I will fix your engagement with this fellow. And he also created vibhuti and put tika for all three of us. And he said, I will give you a pen, which he has not given till date. But anyway, this was a beautiful interview, and we came out of the interview room. And as soon as we were outside, I saw that my family had arrived. They were sitting on the sands in front of the mandir. So I went back to college and my parents stayed there. Swami gave them 2 interviews and he told them, stay for the birthday, see the celebrations, and after the birthday I will give you another interview and bless you all before you go back to Kerala. So my parents were given accommodation and they were staying there happily enjoying the darshans. For the birthday, we girls were also bought from Anandapur and we stayed there. And after the birthday was over, I was given permission to stay for a few days because my parents were there. What happened was after this birthday celebrations, my father had not planned to stay so long in Parthi. So he was running out of funds and his leave was also over. So he started having arguments with my mom. And mom said, I am not coming because Swami said, I will see you, and without his permission and blessings, I am not coming back. And my father was very angry. He said, you don't realize the practical difficulties. I am running out of money. My leave is over. I need to go back and join duty and all that. So these fights were going on every day. Finally, one day it became so bad that my father threatened to go back home without my mother, and he told her, you stay if you want, but I am leaving. And that day evening, Swami called us for an interview. And as soon as we entered the interview room, Swami literally, verbatim, started to say the words they were using and the fights and the drama in the room. And Swami said to my father, you have a very bad temper and all these arguments. So my mother was standing behind Swami and shaking her head. Good. He is getting nicely from Swami. And Swami immediately turned to her and said, you are no better. You don't listen to him. You are stubborn and you really should take more care of him. This was to prove very prophetic because in a year or so my father passed away. My father turned to Swami and he had tears in his eyes and he said, Swami, I have a bad temper. I know that, Swami, I get angry very easily, but I have only love for you. And then Swami very tenderly rubbed his chest and he said, yes, I know, you have great love for Swami. Swami is always in your heart. My father had put a small picture of Swami in his shirt pocket for Swami to sign after the interview. So Swami pulled it out and with a flourish he wrote across Swami's heart, with love, Baba. Till that time I had never seen Swami sign with love. It was always with blessings, Baba or Sri Satya Sai Baba. Before our personal interview, Swami had already signed my photo with blessings, Baba. So the moment I saw my father's photo with this big sign with love, Baba, I immediately wanted one like that. So I went up to Swami and I said, Swami, please sign for me also, Swami. And Swami said, Enduko, why? I have already signed your picture, see? Then I said, I was like a brat. I would pester Swami, till I got whatever I wanted from Swami. And finally, Swami turned around and he said, give. And he took the photo and he signed in big, big letters across the picture, L-O-V-E, love. This was one very beautiful interview. More to come. Swami bless you all. Sai Ram.